Hello and welcome to my first video for this channel. In this video I'm going to be discussing a rather topical and pertinent subject, and that is the even fight event between the UK and Italy. Now, I know there was quite a lot of trepidation about this event coming into it because the last few events of this kind, going back years now, have not really been the best. The paratrooper event was a bit of a mess. It was laggy, it was kind of hard to grind because the rewards were nerfed. The Japan versus USSR event was just terrible. The maps are terrible, the balance was terrible. And going back years, you have the really bad even fight sort of tournament events where you climbed a ladder to get cosmetic rewards that nobody wanted. Besides cheaters, because there were lots of cheaters in those events. So the competition isn't exactly high here. But as far as these events go, this is easily the best one. The balance is relatively good. I know it looks really bad on paper that the UK gets a Crusader, a BR2 tank, where the Italians get the Semivente, but it doesn't matter as much as you'd think. Ultimately, what causes matches to go one way or the other is just how good the team is. Most matches are won or lost because one team just absolutely collapses into their spawn because they lose all momentum. And confrontation matches in the event, I've had a few that have just run right down to the wire, which doesn't happen very often in regular matchmaking. And I know that people would really rather prefer grind out however many points with their comfortable squads that they're comfortable with. Their Assaulter 4s with their perfect reload stats and vitality and sprint speed. But this is better. The gameplay in this event takes me back a few years to before the time when everybody had sprint speed, vitality, and recoil reduction on every single goddamn soldier, and it's nice. Back in the day, we didn't have fully upgraded guns. They were very expensive. It was quite a pain to get your hands on them. You had to roll through a gacha and then hope you got what you wanted. Upgrading soldiers was like that too. The whole academy system was just an absolute nightmare. So it's been a nice breath of fresh air to not have to worry about the meta, to just sort of play the game. It feels like I've been transported back to 2005 through 2007, where games were a little bit more tightly designed. And as far as the rewards go, I think that the rewards also being off meta is a way better design choice than something like the Thompson 30 cal or the MP41R. Those are ridiculously, absurdly, stupidly dominant at battle rating 3. They completely crush it. They are so powerful that using anything else at those battle ratings completely invalidates you. They are shitter shatterers, effectively. I guess if I were to change something about the rewards, it would be to give the M41 skin. Is it M14 or M41? Anyway, I don't really care. The tracks on that don't actually give extra armor, which sucks. It makes it completely worthless. And if it got extra armor, it would be one of the better armored tanks at battle rating 1, and it would actually be pretty neat to buzz around him. I'd also probably make it so that everybody got, I don't know, 2 of each of the guns, 2 Lewis guns and 2 of the Rogottis, and maybe if you bought the pass, you got 3 of them. I don't know who would do that, and I know people would complain about needing to spend money, but then they'd also complain that the guns are, pieces of shit. So this has really just turned out quite well. Scoring 4,500 points per match, 2 matches, that's really easy. And I guess to some degree, I hate saying this, I'm definitely going to talk about this when I make a video about the Kretz or the Scotty Naval Rifle. There is a certain amount of entitlement where people want the things they unlock to just be the most overpowered new toy possible. Now, I'm not talking about entitlement for the developers to do their jobs. Making the game better, balancing things, new maps, new content, that's all stuff that they should be doing if they want people to keep spending money on their Skinner box. But wanting every single thing you unlock, or that's added to your faction of choice, or that you've spent money on, to just be the best possible thing is ridiculous. And everybody complaining about the Lewis, about the Rigotti, because they're not good enough, it's absurd. I would much rather have event items be off-meta and kind of interesting than end up with Thompson 30 cals and Stingers and that kind of meta-creeping, power-creeping nonsense showing up everywhere. So those are really just my thoughts about the event. Thank you for listening. I don't expect more than maybe 5 people to watch this, but thank you to those who do. Goodbye. Oh, and the gameplay going on in the background is just for illustrative purposes. I know I'm not very good. I'm not trying to show off here. Bye.